Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on 3 trailers. I just can't find any trailers. I just found these 3 random ones. There's no theme. This one's called Malice, starring David Duchovny. This one's a Bollywood film called Baramulla. It's kind of a horror movie. And then there's Modi, a film by Johnny Depp starring Al Pacino and various others. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 18. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Sorry, I'm a little phlegmy tonight. Allergies are hit me hard. Anyhow, Malice. It's basically the hand that rocks the cradle, except it's a dude. Right? So instead of a woman taking the place of the wife, it's a dude trying to get in with David Duchovny's family. I'm not sure if he's trying to seduce his daughter, or if he's trying to seduce his wife, or he's just trying to destroy him. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. Nothing too crazy. I mean, he's crazy, but these are kind of pretty cut and dry standard stuff. A guy enters his life, seemingly a really nice guy, and it turns out he's the worst. Oh, actually, I think it's a series now that I look at it. Oh, right. That's why I didn't do it. Because it's a series. Yeah, I try to keep the movies together. So here's David Duchovny. No, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You know, how many seasons could this go? As a movie, maybe, even though it's been done a million times. As a series, how many episodes could you watch of this thing? You already know the guy's crazy from watching the trailer, so it's not going to be a big surprise when he turns on him. How's that going to be a surprise? That's like the whole movie. Sorry, TV series. Anyhow, moving on is Baramulla. I'm not sure what that means. But for some reason, and this is a Netflix film, so it's a Netflix India film, they kidnap children and then they turn into like weird ghosts. I'm not sure how the kidnapping works with the ghost, but there's a lot going on in this thing, as always with a Bollywood production. On one hand, it appears to be like a detective show trying to find missing children, and then the other half of the movie seems to be about a family that moves into a house that's haunted by the missing children, who are some sort of demonic entities. They're like shadows. It's very strange. Or maybe the shadows are recruiting other children? I don't know what Baramulla means. But here are the producers. Directed by Aditya Suhas Jamhale. I probably didn't say that right. November 7th. I like some of the Indian movies, as you know. They can be pretty cool. There's usually a lot at stake. There's stuff going on that's not going on in our country. So, for instance, part of the rumor is that the kids who are kidnapped are then turn to political violence somehow. They called them rock throwers in the trailer. That's kind of interesting. I couldn't see that happening in the United States, although it's possible, I suppose. There's a cool shot at the end with one of the shadows. Oh, here it is. So you see a shadow way in the background of a kid, and then like you see his eyes. That's pretty cool. So I like the look of this. So the write-up is, a dark secret comes to light. If you saw the truth, would you believe it? I don't know. Maybe. So I think this is a movie. Drops November 7th on Netflix. And finally, there's Modi, a film by Johnny Depp, who I assume directs it. Paris, 1916. And it's 3 days in the life of Modi. This is the dude from the Full Monty playing his I think his agent, kisses him on the lips. Very European. Here he is painting a woman in her underwear, and she looks at the final painting and says it's sublime. But artists have crazy lives. I know a few artists myself. I consider myself an artist, and yes, we all have crazy, messed up lives. Sometimes are very full of turmoil. And his is very crazy. And Paris was a time. So it is produced partly by Johnny Depp and Barry Navidi. There it is, directed by Johnny Depp, based on the play Modi Gliani by Dennis McIntyre. Screenplay by Jerzy, wow, there's a lot of tough names in this, Kromolowski and Mary Olson Kromolowski. I assume they're a couple. So I don't see Johnny Depp in it. But Al Pacino's in it. Ooh-ha, as he would say. So, you know, it's in 1916, so it's got some historical nods to what's going on at Paris at the time. Here, this dude spits in his hand and slaps his hand and to determine which direction they're going after the bar, and whichever way the spit lands, that's the direction they go. And when he does it, it hits Modi, who's out there having a cigarette. So, you know, plays typically have a lot of good character studies. Johnny is a really good actor, so I'd be interested in seeing it just for Johnny directing, see if he can pull it off. I don't think Al Pacino's in a lot of the movie. I'm not getting the sense of that. Yeah, it doesn't really have a cast list here. It usually gives you an indication. And again, I don't think Johnny's in it at all. Maybe he makes a cameo somewhere. I don't know. Bruno Gori, I don't know him. Stephen Graham, that's the guy from the Full Monty. So yeah. Maybe. All right, let's rate these three films. So you got Modi, Baramulla, and Malice. Well, I got to put Malice on the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't look that great. Pretty standard stuff. But then number two, I would probably put the Modi movie. Although I'm interested to see if Johnny can direct. Not all that interested in the subject matter, but maybe. And then, of course, Baramulla would probably be number one for me, simply because a lot of times, like I say, you know, you learn different cultural things in this movie. And so it appears to be pretty interesting. It's got a mixture of detective work and supernatural stuff going on. So a lot of elements. I wouldn't be surprised. This is a movie, right? I wouldn't be surprised. This has more of a series potential than Malice, quite frankly. But it's a close second with Modi. I'd probably see both of them. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. Thanks once again to the Pemberton Senior Center for having me there for a talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Next up is the Yacht Club on Saturday. That's members only if you're a member of the BBTA. That's at 10 a.m. But don't worry, Sunday I'll be at the 13th Child Brewery for Booze and Brews in Williamstown, New Jersey from 3 to 7. The live stream probably be a bit late, so but don't worry, it's still happening. Anywho, hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.